Channel Neat viewers, welcome to another episode on Channel Neat. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome. My name is DS, and for those of you who are curious, DS is really the initials of my real Chinese name. So I am a psychology lecturer, and I am a practicing child and personality psychologist. And because I'm a child psychologist, I will be able to value add to you by producing videos that contain exclusive information that many other so-called parenting experts won't be able to share with you. And if you do like the content that we are sharing and would like us to continue to value add to you, please press the subscribe button below. So today, we're going to do a very quick video on this parenting topic. Why do introverted parents have extroverted children? So in my course of work, I do see a lot of introverted couples. So the daddy and mommy are both introverts. However, they have very active children. So why do introverted parents have extroverted children? So there are two answers to this question. Now research has suggested that introversion-extroversion is inherited, which means to say, introversion and extroversion may be in your genes. So if you happen to be an extroverted person, the likelihood is you will transmit this to your children. So therefore, this question of why is my child extroverted when we are both introverted is a valid question. So there are two possibilities in this. So the first answer to this question has to do with nurture. So everyone, regardless of whether you are an adult or a child, has what we call an optimal baseline of stimulation. So extroverts are naturally born with a higher baseline. This means that they need more stimulation than an introvert to remain aroused. So on the other hand, we have introverts. Introverts are born with a lower need for stimulation, so they do not need as much stimulation from their environment to remain aroused. When there is a shortfall of arousal, as is commonly in the case of extroverts, they will try to compensate it. So extroverted children, when they feel bored, this means they are not aroused to their optimal arousal level, so they may start to run around, kick a ball, or play with their phones. So every of this additional activity actually raises the arousal to the optimal baseline where they will feel the most comfortable in. So given that in the year 2020 we have a lot of high-tech gadgets such as tablets, video games, children also now have smartphones. So all these technological gadgets help to increase the baseline even for introverts. So as children are exposed to more and more stimulation, their baseline will gradually increase. This means that even introverts may need more stimulation than usual because now they are used to a higher level of stimulation offered by the technological gadgets that you give to them. So are we doing children more bad than good by giving them technological devices? We will discuss that in another video. But back to our discussion here, it is true that introverted parents can have extroverted children because children nowadays are exposed to more stimulation than usual, causing their baseline to increase to that of an extrovert. So what I am saying is that due to advancement in technology, a lot of the times all the baseline of children naturally would have gone up regardless whether you are an introverted child or an extroverted child. So it becomes worse when parents start to expose their children to digital devices such as tablets, video games, because over time your child will get used to a higher baseline which makes them more likely to be extroverted. And in a way, yes, extroverted children are harder to control because they need more and more stimulation than usual and they get bored easily. What this means is that if your child is already born extroverted and you continue to expose him or her to more stimulation by means of technological gadgets, then Nabé's law will predict. Now there is another explanation for why introverted parents have extroverted children, and that lies with the mommy. So imagine when you were carrying your firstborn in your womb, you may be very stressed. So it did not even be your firstborn, it could be your second child or your third child. And if you were suffering from some form of stress, worry during the time of your pregnancy, what actually happens is your body will secrete more neurotransmitters, more hormones than usual, this will go into the amniotic fluid where your child will be exposed. So this means that even before your child is born, your child has been exposed to a higher level of stimulation, higher level of hormones and neurotransmitters, and in turn, they are used to a higher baseline of stimulation. So it is possible that you are introverted, but your child is extroverted. We hope you learned something today. We also produce videos on other topics such as psychological principles and personality. Do take some time to view our videos on personality because I will be sharing with you how to decipher your child's personality. And it's important for you to do that while they are still young. And if you have not subscribed, do subscribe. And we'll see you again in our next episode. Goodbye!